Wakanda Forever! Yep, Marvel had their panel at Comic-Con last night, and Lord Feige did what Lord Feige does at events like these, which is blow the minds of Marvel fans with cool new announcements and new stuff. He announced Phase 5, a little bit of Phase 6, but that is not why we are here right now. Because the hour-long panel wrapped up with the unveiling of the very first trailer for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So I'm here to talk about that. So this is one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it should be pretty obvious why. I love the first Black Panther movie. I honestly think it's one of the best MCU movies. So how could I not be super excited for the sequel? Now, of course, Chadwick Boseman, who played T'Challa, the Black Panther, is sadly no longer with us. That was certainly a big shock when he died. I'll never forget the moment I found out. We all mourn the loss of him. He was an awesome human being. And of course, that's how this trailer had to start out. Because since they're not recasting T'Challa, they're actually going on without that character. We all knew that that was the first thing the trailer had to address. So it starts out and we see how all the characters are dealing with this. Nakia Lupita Nyong'o is dealing with it. If you remember, she was the love interest in the first movie. Queen Ramonda, his mother, played by Angela Bassett, she's dealing with it. Okoye, the badass Dora Milaje warrior, played by Danai Gurira, she has to deal with it. And of course, Shuri, his sister, played by Letitia Wright, she's got to deal with it. Everyone in Wakanda has to deal with the loss of their king, yeah. But you know, of course, the members of his family will mourn him more, obviously. And it makes you really sad. The song, No Woman, No Cry, it works really well here. I do love seeing the return of these characters though. Nakia, Shuri, Okoye. They're all such badass characters. Honestly, like the Wakandan culture, that whole like subsection of the MCU is one of the coolest. I'm sorry, the Dora Milaje are just badass. You remember Falcon and Winter Soldier? Yeah, Io? That shit was business. You just never fuck with them. But then we see that this underwater Mayan-looking culture is starting to come through, and I was like, okay, this movie's going that route. This, of course, leads to the introduction of Namor the Submariner into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, Namor is actually the very first superhero that Marvel Comics ever invented. In fact, he was created back in 1939 before they were even Marvel Comics. They were called Timely Comics at the time. In all honesty, I am actually kind of surprised that it took them this long to get him into live action. And he's played here by Tina Huerta. I'll be honest, I've never heard of him before. And also, I didn't think that Namor was, like, Hispanic in the comics. I thought he was white. I mean, I know he's Atlantean. I'm not complaining at all, of course. He looks like a total badass. I love how he looks. His getup looks very tribal. I read somewhere that he might actually be the villain in this movie. That I'm not sure about, though. Because I don't know that much about Namor in the comics, to tell you the truth. I would say he is a less popular character. Looking forward to learning about him, though, for sure. Because he'll probably end up getting his own movie or series or whatever later on. Probably in Phase 6 or 7 or something. But, as if the introduction of this new character wasn't enough, we also have the introduction of Riri Williams, Ironheart, played by Dominique Thorne. Yeah, we all know that she is going to get her own series, but first she will be introduced to us in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, I'd say I know about as much about this character as I know about Namor, so not a whole lot, but I do love the concept of Ironheart. She's a child prodigy, she's a genius, like a Tony Stark level genius, and she creates her own Iron Man-like suit, which I guess we do see a little tease of in this trailer. I don't know if she's actually going to ever don the suit in this movie, maybe in one of the credits scenes, but it looks like she's friends with Shuri, which totally makes sense, you know, they're both tech heads. In fact, I'm guessing this set here, I'm guessing this is that Wakandan Outreach Center that T'Challa founded at the end of the first movie in Oakland. If I'm venturing a theory, I'm guessing, you know, Shuri's running this Wakandan Outreach Center, and so Riri Williams is one of the people who works there. I'd say that's a pretty good guess. And then we see some really cool action as Kendrick Lamar comes in. Great song too, We Gon' Be Alright. If you haven't listened to Pimp a Butterfly, great album. Yeah, the music in this teaser I just thought was phenomenal. It really did a great job at just amping the trailer up, getting me excited, hyped, while all the cool action is going down with the Dora Milaje versus what looks like blue people. They look, you know, anytime I see someone blue like that in the MCU, I'm gonna think Kree, but more likely they're probably Atlanteans. Whatever they are, they do look badass. We have one line from Queen Ramonda in this teaser that did intrigue me a little bit.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone.
Her entire family? We know T'Challa is gone, we know her husband T'Chaka is also gone, but her entire family would include Shuri as well, right? So unless she dies in this movie, which would totally blow, I'm actually guessing that this line she's saying, like this scene in which she says this line, is during the blip, which is those 5 years in which half the population was snapped out of existence. That would make sense because I'm pretty sure that Shuri was one of the unfortunate victims. We saw that in Endgame. So yeah, that would fit. I'm just guessing though, maybe that line won't even be in the movie. Marvel trailers are known to trick us like that. And then at the very end of the teaser, oh yeah, a new Black Panther has risen. Who is it? The physique, I will say, does look more feminine, so I have a few obvious guesses. I mean, Shuri is the most obvious guess, because she has been Black Panther in the comics before, and she is the one who I would want to take up the mantle the most, because I think she would be an awesome Black Panther. She'd be different from T'Challa because she is more technology-based, so that could be pretty cool. Or maybe it's Nakia, or maybe it's Okoye, although I'd say she's pretty badass enough already. If Okoye became Black Panther, I would be like, that's way too much badass for me. Oh my god, I don't know if I'd be able to take it. It's possible though. Or who knows, maybe it could even be Queen Ramonda. We don't know for sure yet. What I do know for sure is Black Panther Wakanda Forever is gonna be a badass movie. Yeah, I'm calling it now. And also, Lord Feige says that this movie is going to be the wrap-up of the MCU's Phase 4. So, alright then. 2 years, 16 titles. It's been an interesting ride. But hey, you know what? If we're gonna close out Phase 4, let's close it out with something awesome. This looks like it's gonna be it. And if I'm making another early guess, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be my favorite MCU movie of the year. So, the official teaser for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Have you watched it? Of course you have. So what are your thoughts on it? What are your theories? I want to hear them, so whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Peace!